foreseeable future. Well, it's appreciated. The cancelling of the subbing, well, I'll leave that to your imagination. Thanks for the flotsam. Especially when it includes spices. How in the world does Aehus have spices? Do I still have a spice dispersal guy? I don't even know where it comes from right now. Nice to have some clothes. The cloth is looking good. Metal is looking good. I really like how we finally have loads of goods here. But it does also tell me that distribution is probably all kinds of messed up and that we need a lot more convoys sending this stuff out. I don't think anywhere else is still full of goods. Riga is, probably salt. The Salty Santa is badly in need of reactivation. 4,000 though. Salt gives me a lot. 1,000. Well, it's going to be more than that. That's like 300 of them, and you get 4 bits of salt from each of them. So really, it's going to be 1,200 salt. And this this guy, it's going to be 1,200 times 8. So really, you need a capacity of 12,000, not 4,000. So grab your salt, but go to Neustadt, where they, funnily enough, need your salt, and let's upgrade you massively to 12,000 capacity. Look at that sweet salt you get now for all your troubles. Whew. Good. Just great. Now tell me someone's going to buy all my hemp here. No, just refugees. Because they're all drowning in plague. Nothing new though. Alright, there are all these tailors though, which I would love to have my competitor tear down. There are only 6 of them, but what are the other competing businesses here? Tailors, salters, but there must be something else. Something they have a lot of. It'll be tailors, salters, cloth grain, or some clay. Quite a lot of cloth. Okay, so if I utterly slaughtered the cloth business, I'd drive him out. So I can sell my cloth as long as I get almost nothing for it. 135, is that even reasonable? Yeah. I could zero the clay, the cloth, and the... yeah, I might as well. I don't want my competitor having anything here. So I better make note of that. Killed clay, cloth, clothes, prices in Rostock. Clay, cloth, clothes. Was that it? Is that all I want to kill my competitor with? I guess salt as well, but do we even have a lot of salt? Not really. And I want that salt to flow. But I don't like my competitor having any salt, really. And I can kill that. So yeah, I will kill that. I make a loss on this, but it means I don't have to spend, oh, I don't know, 1.9 million on each of his businesses. So I don't feel too bad for it. And if we look at Rostock, then suddenly, boom. Cloth, clothes. It's so oversaturated, and I could saturate it further if I was a real monster, that my competitor will hopefully go out of business. Even that salt will be...
I just had to tear down a business which was no longer profitable, and I have you alone to thank for that.
How did you even build a business? There's no space. I mean, I'm only too happy to hear him suffer, but... Hmm. Didn't I? No, okay. Well, we're not having that at all. That's exactly the kind of thing that the AI would find. I would have tried to build there, but couldn't have. Could probably even find it in the VOD, but no, I refuse to have the AI exist in Kongsberg. That's saturation. How are we looking for the shipyards? As long as tools, cloth, hemp, wood, and pitch all exist, then boats will continue to be produced, and that's the main thing that I'm looking for. The pitch is in, I'm just not sure if it's flowing. There's exactly enough space for him to build a business, have it go bankrupt and play that sound effect. Maybe that's the right amount of free land, says Barcode. I like the way you think there. Alright, still, pitch needs to flow more, a lot more. Gothenburg, they're trying hard with their pitch. But the thing is, I need them to produce wood, I need them to produce metal goods. I basically need what they have here. Perhaps more population in Gothenburg is what we need. That's exactly what the People Mover exists for. Especially if it involves taking it away from Bremen. Wood is still very much in demand across the west, which makes me wonder about my wood distribution there. So wood west already has 1, 2, 3. You go clockwise, anti-clockwise it seems. You also go Stavanger to Bergen. Where is the Vasa? They all go in the same direction, which isn't good. I'm going to take the biggest one and tell them to reverse their course. Rostock is where it starts. I want you to hit up Ripon then. Hamburg, Bremen, everything above Rostock moves to the bottom. It's very bad if they all follow the same bit, because that means the guys at the end don't get anything. So that should sort you out. I wonder what you do now. You go to Edinburgh and then... yeah, Hamburg, for whatever reason. I mean, I really feel for Ripon. They once again have no wood, so... yikes. Well, take some and then just get back on with your route. So unfortunately, Werner Ostenenbruck cannot pay back his debt in full. It amounts to 512,000, but he can only pay back that amount. Will you seize his possessions and receive another 15,000 reputation loss? And of course I'm taking more. Rostock reputation damaged. Oh no. I feel like the Umbrella Corporation. I own these cities, so they can't say anything bad about me. Oslo bothers me because the AI built these salters. They don't have workers in them, so hopefully it tears it down eventually. That's not all. He has some other businesses. He has 6 in total. Where are his businesses? So he owns these stock farms, and he has all the workers for them, which is a damn shame. I could flush him out by flooding the market here, which would be really funny for me. It would hurt the long term, sure, but kill... I mean, it would be a lot less hassle for me just to pay him off. A lot of money though, but...
Now that's an offer I simply cannot refuse. Take the business with my blessing.
Tell me, Oslo, you're meant to have 583 of these, right? So these have got to go. I mean, it makes me feel bad inside paying off my competitor like that, but it's also a lot less work. And that's my favorite kind of work. And now he actually has people working in his salters, so Now, nicely enough, if he builds up businesses, then he simply won't have people to work there. So that's kind of nice as well. Why does it show this as being red, like it's an enemy business? Maybe it's counting this. I mean, didn't I commission that large shipyard? What a hoax. Alright, Oslo though, looking good. To the point where I can paint Oslo in green. I'm sure the population of your cities will curse you as they rise from their graves. This is not Altered Beast. Okay, I think we can just keep going. Was there anything else that I really need to distribute? Grain has gone down quite a bit. That's worth noting. But the grain supply all seems pretty good, which is excellent. Thorn getting rid of their building supplies so very quickly. Alright, this is pretty damn good. And I'm not seeing anywhere else that's really flooding with stuff. Riga's salt problem is something they can deal with. Malmö continuing to have issues with storage. Holy smokes, Malmö is flooded with pitch. Malmö to Rostock tool Kriven again has broken down. Is Malmö on my tool route or something? PQRS tools center fire phase does not include Malmö. I can only assume. No, I don't even have assumptions to work with here. They have plenty of metal and wood. Oh well, but the point is that Malmö is producing a ton of pitch for me, which is amazing, but they're not spreading it. Like I said, oh, there is no guy there. Pitch, tools, hemp, wood, and cloth are massive priorities to spread, because look at this. They're lacking pitch, and that's a problem. So I'll grab whatever auto is left, the SS Kanji, Zawazawa. Because once again, they have an amazing general. And how much pitch do you actually make, Malmö? Well, actually not a lot at that rate, but still some. Ooh. Maybe we could actually tone down the tool production in favor of pitch. Nah. In any case, when I look to Malmö, they're meant to be 490 pitch makers. 490. Well, let's say 500. That's 1,000 each day. So yeah, a lot more than this will ever be. 1,000 a day, and I reckon that's like a 3-day journey. So let's say 3,000 for you. 3,000 is just a few cogs. 1, 2. Throw away that crayer to the crayers. And make your new route. Nope. I know AS is awesome, but that's not what we're looking for. Malmö to Rostock. Pitch. Go to Malmö. Grab all of that pitch. Go to Rostock. Dump all of that pitch. Great, get to work, and as ever, I'm going to hijack the wild card to make short work of it. I mean, it's just the polite thing to do. Could also grab some of those tools, but that's the other guy's problem to sort out. There we go, all that pitch. Pitch, clothes, cloth, salt, metal. Sometimes I really don't think I spread enough metal around here. Look at their demand for it. But I'm not sure that's such a big deal right now. I mean, if making loads of money is a priority, then that's looking amazing. Wealth is at 1.4 billion ducats. Places are crying out for clothing because they have so many other goods. I wonder if the hemp does flow enough. If Scarborough and Boston and Edinburgh all say they're low on hemp, then that tells me that the hemp distribution in the west is too low. So since I have so much of it, I want to make sure everybody's getting hemp that can have it. I have the About Time and the Virtual Bark, both doing the west in alternating directions, but you need to be a lot bigger, I think. And you're heading to Scarborough and you're already empty, so I'm going to get you back to Neshved for rehabilitation. Probably do that for both of them, because they're both so empty. And then who else does hemp? The Doggo Cog always seems to bring plenty of hemp for these guys. He's reaching Kongsberg and he's still pretty packed with the stuff. And then there's old Lizzie in the center, who is currently in Oslo, which is towards the end of the route. Okay, well, more like halfway through the route, and they're still looking fine. But yeah, it's the west that struggles with hemp distribution. Looking at my total Hanseatic need, the hemp stuff is like 33,000. If I had to run some numbers here, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 60,000 in 23 days. Alright, you know what? If I just made them both 10,000, we'll have no problems here. Take the lazy, no-thinking way out of this. Which means I need to go to the Carvels and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Dump these guys. Probably made the whole journey a bit faster as well. And then I'm going to top you up on hemp from Rostock. Oh, tell me. Bremen isn't on your route now, are they? To shreds, you say? And Virtual Bark as well. Ha! Hulks! We don't see those often. Grab the Carvels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still scroll. Find where we ditched the Hulks. Yeah, really not many of those. Ever since I put them all on protecting city duty. Let's grab that hemp and get it distributed. I mean, this is just a splash in the ocean when it comes to our hemp distribution, but it's got to start somewhere, right? At least it'll stop this growing at such a rate. So there we go. Hemp is now going to be spread out to these guys. Wood still needs to flow properly. Even Flensburg is short on the stuff, although they need it for tools, right? Yeah, we got a ton of smithies here, and they just never have enough. Which makes me wonder if my wood stuff to the center is... Okay, I am finally getting a surplus on wood. That tells me that my wood distributors need to really kick it up a notch. Wood center, I have a couple of them. But I think they do alternating directions, right? So you go Aalborg. So from Rostock you go to Stettin. You, from Rostock, you go to man, I've got to stop doing this. You're already 6,000. The other guy is the one that I will increase. From Rostock you need to go to not Stettin, but to Flensburg. And Nashved, and Aalborg, Oslo, Gothenburg, Malmö, Stettin. Still makes sense, still good. Just do that properly, okay? The other guy, you're too small, and you now go the correct way. I want you to be 6,000 as well. Great stats. Then he goes to Flensburg and I say, no! Much better. Of course, another even bigger problem is all of these guys not getting enough wood. Wait, didn't I just deal with that? IKEA and Reset and Avasa. Maybe the only problem is that they just need to fill up all that other stuff. So we are talking 15,000 wood going out there, which should be enough. Unless any of them need wood for their production goods. But that would be either pitch or salt or tools. Pitch, salt, and tools. And I don't think any of these guys really do much of that. Groningen do tools. And for those guys, that's about it. I mean, I could understand them needing to be a little bit bigger, but they're fine. The east is done fine, the center is, and the west probably is. So no, the wood production stuff should be a-okay. Clay is always needed, hemp, and okay, that's fine. Wool is okay. Metal for the west, I strongly suspect, needs to be a lot bigger. I was talking about this earlier and I said, not a problem. Now I'm thinking, yeah, we should deal with that. Metal, for some reason I have 2 doing the center, but that's okay. East, west 1 and west 2. Do they go alternating routes? Stavanger to Bergen and Stavanger to Rostock. So that the first step is good. They go in alternate directions. The problem is they're a bit too small though. And we'll sort that out with you first and foremost. Metal demands for such a place are almost as high as wood actually. So let's talk to the cog guy and just get you a ton of them. Because you are heading back to Rostock to refuel. Pretty sure you have a monopoly in the everything business, says Owen. Not quite. The spices are hard to get a hold of. Oh, that's kind of nice. Cologne have a ton of spices, probably because I don't distribute them very much. There's a lot of spices here in Bruges, and we don't seem to buy them up properly. We should, though. Because spices are worth such crazy money. If you don't mind, could you recommend me a good minor EU4 nation to play a colonizing/trading game? Play as Navarra, they've got great ideas for it. Seek protection from the French, expand into Aragon to get a power base, and then go colonizing. It's not too difficult. Unless you don't ally France, but who would do something like that? Cologne, I will worry for you when your population gets a bit too high. Nimwegen has an awfully strange number of people working here. Do I not have enough businesses? I really think I need to supply Nimwegen with building tools. I could make them join in on the guy that goes around, the red crane. So I will. Really, is there any point in not supplying anybody that I can reach here? Kongsberg and Riga I don't think need building materials still. What about you guys? Hamburg is still short. Groningen is still short. Okay. Okay. Hamburg is, Bremen kind of is. Alright. Hamburg, Bremen, Groningen, Nimwegen. How about Cologne? Cologne. But that makes me think that places far over here, I've already supplied them with everything they need. Okay, maybe not Thorn, but Thorn's got their own problems. Warsaw and Kaunas are all completely built up, right? Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yes. That honey is gonna flow. That wine should probably also start flowing. Well, probably needs a bit more provocation. Point is, Red Crane, we're going to take off places that are clearly done. Kaunas is done. Warsaw is done. And straight away we cut off so much. So we should start Rostock to... Wait, you start by going to Minden? Madness is that? Hamburg, Bremen, Groningen, Minden. Hamburg, Bremen, Groningen. Okay, probably Cologne as well. Minden, Erfurt. Groningen, Bremen, Cologne, Minden, Erfurt. Yeah, it's a bit ugly, but that should do everything we need it to do right now. What else is flowing in that needs to be distributed? Salt seems okay. We dealt with the metal. That pitch. I don't think I really addressed that in a long-term way. Half a billion ducats are mine. Oh my. Okay, pitch does not flow in the center nearly enough. Now, pitch demands are really high. They're on par with metal and honey. So yeah, you need to flow a lot better. Sometimes I feel like I say the word flow too much. That's probably fine. 6,000 pitch probably keeps people happy enough, right? I mean, the 10-day demand for this is not that high. It'll essentially double, so it'll be about 600, 600, well, I don't know, could probably still do with a touch more. We'll see how 6,000 does. It'll take a while for you to actually normalize all that stuff. Otherwise, there are the other pitches. You were not what I wanted. Oh, we have a loan shark. Pitch to the east is tiny, and you need to be a lot bigger. Your only option is to get a Snickers. We have the two, which are also kind of small. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. Edinburgh guy. Yeah, that's not enough either. We will have, however, pick that up. That should do you a bit better. 4,000 won't take care of all of the east, but it is a start. This center guy, though. I'm suddenly a little bit confused of what I've been doing here. Didn't I suddenly make the center like 6,000 big? I'm pretty certain I made a fleet 6,000 big. Pelt, Rostock, center 1. Yeah. Why are these two... Oh, damn, I did pelts, not pitch. Okay, well, we certainly don't need 6,000 of you. I mean, even 4,000 is probably overkill for pelts, but it's okay. Yeah, get back to doing what you do. It's the pitch center guy that I need. What a mistake to make. There we go, that's a bit better. So you're fine, you're fine. The western guys are probably not fine. Let's make you a bit bigger and... Okay, we only have... Oh, that's pelts again. Jesus, how many times are going to make that mistake? Pitch center, pitch east, pitch west. Pitch west 2. So now you're fine, now you need to be a bit finer. Still not convinced that that's enough, because that's only about 10,000. Demand for pitch is a whole lot more in 25 days for these guys.